Happy Demon Days, everybody. It is Wednesday, and you know what that means? It's another demon. Today, we're going to be doing Tidal Line by Spaforce. I always liked the Line series, but honestly, Tidal Line was the first one that I was really like, this is a cool level, I want to do it. Anyways, let's hop right into a practice run. I've always been a big fan of these levels that aren't really fully Geometry Dash. It's like kind of a gimmick level. It's just kind of fun to try something different. That always appeals to me. This one especially is really cool. I'm not gonna lie, this level, in my opinion, looks a lot better than Tidal Wave. I think this level is peak Tidal Wave design. Oh, I didn't even realize I wasn't in practice mode. What? Guys, I have some bad news. I'm elderly. I know, I was already elderly before, but now I am even more elderly. I just turned 24 yesterday. I'm actually recording this video the day after my birthday. I'm in my mid-20s now. It's wild, dude. I can already feel my knees buckling every time I take a step. Like, next thing you know, I'm gonna be in the retirement home. No, obviously, I'm just kidding. I actually had a pretty good birthday. I got a bunch of my close friends to go to Disneyland with me. I swear I'm not a Disney adult. It just kind of sounded like fun. Haven't been to Disneyland in a really long time, so I was like, you know what? Could be cool to go there with some friends. Disneyland, it's a really cool place. There's a lot of stuff to do, a lot of stuff to see, but it really is waiting in line simulator. But yeah, I really did have an awesome time. It was a great birthday. I know a lot of the time on this channel, I like to tell stories about like bad experience I've had with people out in the wild. But for once, I actually have an awesome experience with somebody. It's actually someone you probably know. While I was in Disneyland, I ran into Jacob Alpharad, of all people. I've been a pretty big Alpharad fan since probably like the start of Smash Ultimate when that game came out. I was looking for content creators for that game, and I found Alpharad's channel, and I've been a fan since. Dude got me absolutely hooked on Suika game like you wouldn't believe. I went up to them and I asked, like, hey, I'm a big fan. Would you mind taking a picture? And they were like, oh, of course, thank me for being a fan. It was a really good interaction. Honestly, I hear a lot about people who meet YouTubers and just have a terrible interaction, so I was just really happy that somebody who I frequently watch and like their content, I had a really good interaction with them, so that just kind of makes me want to watch their content even more, knowing that they're a genuinely cool person in real life. I used to have really, really bad social anxiety, and it's gotten a lot better the older I've gotten. Going up to Jacob Alpharad and saying, hey, I enjoy your content, would you mind taking a picture? Brought me back to social anxiety, dude. That was like one of the scariest things ever. I don't know why. I was like, holy shit, I have not felt this way in ages. This is kind of terrifying. This is social anxiety. I will say, you get a lot of leeway in this level. Like, you can kind of see my block isn't exactly on the track. It can go a little bit off, but not by much. Like, you still gotta be pretty precise. I'm surprised when I saw this, it was a hard demon. I'm surprised it went up to insane, because I do not think it's an insane demon, personally. That jumpy Q part is a little rough, though, I'm not gonna lie. So Demon Days last week was interesting. I just did Castle Crashers instead of playing Geometry Dash, and a lot of you might be thinking, oh, he just did that to be funny. It was actually also kind of a test. I don't know if you guys remember, but I have been talking about a new channel that I'm going to be participating in. That is just like me and my friends playing games, doing stuff all as a group. It's gonna be like a group channel. And so that was sort of a test of how many people like would want to watch just me doing something other than Geometry Dash, and honestly, it did better than I thought it was going to do. That's a really good sign for that new channel where we aren't going to be doing Geometry Dash. It's going to be different things. I will tell you guys, something funny about Disneyland is the Disney adults. You're allowed to like things, don't get me wrong. You're allowed to like childish things. I like Pokemon a lot. But to me, for some reason, just seeing grown adults getting super excited to hug and take pictures of probably a really gross, sweaty guy in a costume is just very comical to me. Or people who, like, just cry at the sight of things in Disneyland. It's like, dog, nothing wrong with liking Disneyland, but, you know, there, in hobbies and interests, there's always some people who take it too far, and I feel like Disney adults, man, really be taking it too far. This ending is definitely the hardest part of the level. It's really tough. I mean, at the end of the day, if being a Disney adult brings somebody joy, then, you know, there should be no reason that they can't do that. I also always find it interesting when I give my opinion on these things, because somebody could look at me and say, you're a 24-year-old man playing a game about jumping squares. How are you better? And to that I would say, yeah, you're right. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what your hobby is. Somebody behind a screen is going to make fun of you. I know I talked about this before, but I haven't really followed up on it. At one point, I mentioned that I wanted to collaborate with some other YouTubers, and I've actually had a lot of opportunities to do so recently. So you might see me start popping up in people's videos. You might see other people popping up in my videos eventually. But I'm really excited. I've had the opportunity to start collaborating with people, and so, you know, I'm going to be popping up in different content here and there. I'm excited. I'm really excited. Bro, that's such a tight input because you can't see where you are. No! Oh, I knew that I was gonna die in that part. That part's so hard. Also, 69 keys. Nice. You cannot see the cube in that part, I will just say. The line's impossible to see in that waterfall part. Nice! There you go. That is Tidal line. Oh my god, what the fuck is that? That is terrifying. Demon Mike Wazowski. And before this video ends, I have some exciting news. This Demon Days is sponsored! I partnered up with a brand new energy drink, Jitter Click Energy. Jitter Click is a gaming supplement that is perfect for us Geometry Dash players. It promises to improve focus, hand-eye coordination, click speed, and a lot more. To prove this is real, here's me playing a demon in Geometry Dash before Jitter Click. Fuck! And here's me playing after Jitter Click. The drink isn't quite out yet, but I wanted to start building the hype. They've sent me over some free cans, and I love it. It really works, and the taste is great. You guys should try it. Really, you should try it. Try it.